Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you once again live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest free, timeless, collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design, and if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly, because you'll always be responsible for the repercussions. And thank you for the growth on the channel. And you've got questions, I've got answers. Go to the website listed in the title of this video, LPHtarot.com, for more information. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Soplalo! Being guided to use the Muse blended with the Light Series Tarot today for the message. So let's see. Show me what's happening here. Thank you. Okay, and that's a nice little chunk of cards that fell out. We're starting off with the Knight of Pentacles energy. The Knight of Pentacles energy for me talks a lot about delivering your purpose in a situation and then moving on. It's like moving on. It also, there's a nickname I have for it, which is slow and steady wins the race. Because the Knight of Pentacles, like whatever their goal is, they tend to really meet that goal. As far as a person goes, it can be somebody who is up to age 35. No, definitely no older than 35. Who is an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles right now, though, he's looking to me like, I'm leaving behind experience. I'm leaving behind wisdom. I'm leaving behind these pearls of wisdom, this experience. And it will plant seeds. It is a seed that will grow. Thank you. It is a seed that will grow. Okay. All right. There's a black horse, and he's not even riding his horse. He's walking. He walks with the horse. Okay. I'm hearing he walks with his beast of burden. Okay. We'll see more about that. The next card we have coming out is the Strength card. And this lady is clearly a lioness, but she is sitting with the lamb. It's reminding me of some scripture, vaguely recalling a scripture about the lion sitting with the lamb, speaking of a time of peace. So where the Strength card usually, it does talk about keeping peace, but it talks about keeping peace where you've got to like restrict yourself from doing some shit that you want to do. Here it feels a lot more like peace. This girl has a heart chain around her neck. Okay. Lion-hearted, brave-hearted. Okay. Braveheart. Somebody's favorite movie might be Braveheart. But the lion sitting down with the lamb. Okay, so there's peace here. All right. And there's strength and there's control. Then I see the number of infinity with that 8 sideways, 8 on her forearm. She has a tattoo. So, and she holds that right up over her head, right? So there's this, she's in actually a very relaxed body posture, very much at peace with this little baby lamb. Okay. I feel like this guy is watching her. He's looking at her right now as I have these 2 cards down. He's looking at her and he's like, oh, I have to, in order to get over there, in order to make it to that point, I have to let off all these different things. I can't carry everything with me. I can only take what I can carry on my back. Okay. But he's on a leisurely stroll too, because he ain't got no dang shoes on. He's feet to the earth. Okay. He's grounded. letting off of worries. I'm getting the vibe of letting off of worries. Let's see what else the next card we have is the Death card. Okay. Death and rebirth. It's a constant cycle of death and rebirth. Is one thing dies, a new one is born. Okay. There's a starburst in the center of this wilderness scene, in the center of what appears to be a head wrapping, where a face is missing, but we see the universe there. Okay. This death and rebirth, it's like, right now, the way I'm seeing it, interesting. I'm seeing a mirroring happening with the Strength card and the Death and Rebirth. So it's like what's happening with her on the spiritual plane is showed in the Death and Rebirth card, while the Strength card is giving us a glimpse at her physical reality. And so it's like in one picture, we see her body. In the next picture, we see her energy. Her energy. One thing I want to say is this red scarf is wrapped around what will be all her shoulders, her head, and everything. It's like it covers her chest. Okay. So the red scarf, it's reminding me of an image we have in the P&Q Oracle that speaks to me. They said, you don't gotta get it out. That speaks to me about the root chakra being whole and complete. Okay. So when the root chakra is, or any of the lower chakras are out of function, out of whack, unattended to, I hear misfiring. They pull the energy down from the upper chakras. But with the red that goes all the way around, what I see is like the root chakra is secure. It is functioning correctly. And it is allowing all the other chakras to function as they should. It's important to have a healthy root chakra. It's important that you feel you're safe, you're secure, you are taken care of in your physical realm. Okay. And it's like that is a wrapping around everything that you do. I'm hearing everything that you do. But because of that, it's like what I'm seeing is it allows all the other chakras to flow correctly. And where this starburst is at is right where the third eye is. It's right where the third eye is. Okay. And so there's this boom. There's this power in you. The way I'm getting it is there's this power in you that allows you to communicate with infinite consciousness. It's like you have this amazing ability to thank you for saying it in more mundane terms we could grasp easier in an illustration. You are a super antenna. You are one of the most powerful super antennas. Yes, you are. Why? Because your root chakra is all taken care of. It's not drawing from your upper chakras, draining them. There's also all these evergreen trees, pine trees. They're standing out very strong too in the image for me right now. So are you taking some time in the mountain terrain, in an area where there's evergreens? Evergreen is right now giving me strong heart chakra energy. Your heart must be evergreen. Green is the color of the heart chakra. Okay, thank you. So what I see here is for all of this to come together, like the heart chakra had to be adjusted as well, right? And that with the trees coming through as evergreen. Okay, look it. The heart is taking off because did you hear just hear that car take off? So I feel like your heart energy, it's like on fire, is doing the work right now. And maybe your heart is in a hurry. Maybe your heart would like to see something come through in a hurry. But what I'm getting is the heart chakra with the trees. The trees always speak to me about ancestor energy, the family karmic cycles, the energy of your own personal collective, right? So your own tribe, your own family, the cycles that have been handed down and passed down to you. Okay. I see, I hear there's a new level of awareness about your own family's cycles and your own experiences within your personal tribe. Okay. And with the pineal gland highlighted here with this starburst, it's like you're interesting because I'm seeing there's a couple, you could see how this starburst is like bursting out from within the confines of that circle. And there's one particular ray here that's really noticeable coming out. I see at least two places where the light is coming out. And it's like from that starburst, right? And then you see the shadow up here. So there's definitely the energy of this change, this transformation, this rebirth that you're having. Definitely brings in a greater sense of balance for you. Okay, I'm hearing it kind of detaches you from a duality because you've unified with yourself so much in relation to situations and circumstances that you inherited from your ancestral line. Okay, from your ancestral line. So is it that your ancestral line has carried this forward, and this Knight of Pentacles is now just shifting its story a little bit, talking about each one of these pentacles that's falling off of his backpack. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 of them there, which 10 to me is a number of physical wholeness. So, 10 fingers, 10 toes, again, speaking to me about the family line. It's like each one of these ones has dropped in the sand. None of them, they're not here no more. They took the burden as far as they could. They did what they had to. And here you are, you're carrying it across a finish line, and it has something to do with restraining oneself from certain behaviors that are unhealthy, unwise, unethical. I hear the word unethical, okay? And creating a more peaceful, I hear a more peaceful and sustainable, I hear sustainable energy in which to exist. Okay, it's more sustainable because when you're at peace, they're saying when you're at peace, it allows all the co-creative components to flow together in a beautiful, easy flow way, they're saying. Okay, and you accomplish this largely because you continue to address the issues until the issues were under your mastery. I hear under your mastery. See, one thing about the Strength card is how you overcome the Devil card. The Devil card is the temptation that you can fall to, right? But the Strength card means you've overcome, you've mastered something here. All right. So the next card that we had falling out from the first shuffle here was the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. In one hand, this lady has a canteen. In the other hand, she has the sun. Okay. So there's something about living within the duality of the mundane physical world and then being this super powerful conscious being. Okay. Oh, but I got to go clean the toilet. I got to go make dinner. Oh, but let me channel the infinite consciousness of the universe, and I'm going to ground this love, and I'm going to flood the earth with this powerful, beautiful energy. Oh, but let me go take the trash out. You see, so there's something about you are now navigating between the physical mundane world. You do live here, so, you got to cook, clean, wash butt, all that stuff. But at the same time, like, there's this consciousness. So you're like floating between the two extreme differences of the physical plane and the spiritual plane simultaneous and in harmonizing that. Okay. But it's a delicate balancing act. Okay. Let me see what's the next image coming out. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Cups. In this image, we have this guy. He looks like super romantic. He's got all those roses in his hand. Why didn't he give them to the girl? Okay, but he's got the roses in his hand. He's taken his hat off, put it on his knee. I feel like if he's sitting down at this point, the woman should be holding the roses. Did he receive the roses from the woman? Okay, there's a picnic spread out on the floor. Why have I never noticed this about this card before? There's a picnic spread out on the floor. There's a letter on the floor. Why is he sitting on the chair? Just saying, if somebody spreads you a beautiful picnic on the floor, you tend to go sit on the blanket, on the picnic, on the floor with the person. Why is he sitting up on the chair? Somebody here is being put on a pedestal. Yeah, somebody's being put on a pedestal. Okay. And there's a white horse here. Now we had a black horse. Now we have a white horse. Okay. So what I'm seeing is all, for someone, this is totally it. I see a change. I see a change in connection. There was somebody who had to go off and do their thing, and there's somebody new showing up. Okay. But why is this person, you're going to want to elevate, you're going to want to put this person up on a pedestal because of their light energy, their pure intentions. Okay. I'm hearing if they just come in with pure intentions, I'll put them all, I'll lift them higher and higher. Okay. Because, and how could you lift them higher and higher? Because your focus and your position of wholeness within your own chakra system allows you to tap in. You have a very powerful creator energy that indicated by that starburst in the center here of this death card. Yeah, you have a very powerful creatorship. And because the duality is more blended, it's more blended, it's more harmonized within you, it allows you to bring into the physical reality anything that you want. Now, there's something here about her canteen matches his backpack with the pinnacle. Okay. So I'm hearing it's not that you don't have the same burdens and struggles as everyone else. You do, but you know how to bring your power to the situation, indicated by the sun that she's got in the other hand. Okay. And then income, this interest, this person very interested in what you have to say. I'm hearing they're so interested in you and what you have to say, they forgot to put the flowers in your hand before they had a seat. Okay, just completely astounded, dumbfounded. Okay, what else that fell out is the 10 of Wands. And what I'm seeing is what this person is recognizing is like, you've really overcome a lot of obstacles. You've really overcome a lot of challenges. You are really on the other side of this thing now. Okay. So it seems to be an experience here where you had to really be discerning about what to let go of, what to hold on to, what to move forward with, and what not. You found your power. You overcame a lot of ancestral challenges, family lineage, garbage that just, all of that stuff, right? The junk and the funk that was handed down by your beautiful family. God, we love them people. We really love them people. But golly, thank you so much for leaving all this for me to inherit. Well, here's the thing. There are actual, there's some recognition. I feel like there's some recognition for you coming in. I do see that there's some recognition coming in for your overcoming all of those things you inherited. Okay. So they're saying to go ahead and pull some more cards now and see what else we have. Yeah, somebody's recognizing like you've come, this person, the Knight of Cups, he's holding the flower, sitting in a chair. And it's like, while he's sitting there, he's dumbfounded by this experience that you've had. You're sharing your experience. And he's like recognizing that most of the mountain is behind you. So it's not difficult for him to see why it's easy for you to pack up and go, because you've been through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties. This could even relate to somebody has a romantic interest in you, but you've been through so many different cycles that it's easy for you to discern when another cycle wants to come in for you with a person that matches that family lineage BS that you're like, I don't want no more of that stress. I've been through enough of that. Okay. And somebody is really, I even hear, again, the word dumbfounders come through, but I hear they're really impressed with the way you're able to string together this experience, to help them to understand that it's like there's all these synchronicities that you explain through your experience, through all the things that you've been through, the things that you walked away from, the things that you hold on to. There's all these different synchronicities there. You explain that away. This person is honoring. There's an honoring and an acknowledging, almost like your journey is so impressive, they don't truly know what to say. All right, so moving on, we have the Justice card coming out. Now, this Justice's card always looks like somebody who's trying to subdue another. Looks like one is subduing the other. Okay, it looks like the bitch in the basement. Hold on a second. The bitch in the basement, I got her under control. So years ago, when I was in an early phase of my awakening and awareness, I had an experience where I flashed on somebody in a public setting, and later returned to that public setting and had a deep conversation with a person who basically was like, just come here and sit down. You don't need to do all that. Okay. And it was like, I was really hoping you weren't going to sit here, but you did. And it's like, I remember at that time saying something to the effect of, thank you for what you did, but it's just my bitch in the basement. If she gets one nail out of the basement, you better watch out because all hell might break loose. He's like, well, that's you. And I was like, no, it's not. That's the bitch in the basement. He's like, well, that's you. And I'm like, no, it's not. That's the bitch in the basement. He's like, well, that's you. He's like, listen, until you understand that it's you, it will always control you. It is you. It is you. It is you. You were the one that did that. You were the one that did that. It's not somebody else. It's not something else. It's a part of you. And it was like, oh, snap. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and own this. I started to really change and do a lot of shadow processing at that time in owning the fact that like that bitch in the basement was totally me. And he was absolutely right. Until I gained mastery over her, she would always be something out there out of my control. Now, the bitch in the basement, I know is me. It's just that part of me that I choose to be very particular about if I'm going to let out. Usually there has to be some sort of physical violence or threat or something here that I need to defend myself or my loved ones, right? And if that's not happening, like maybe she could come out during, you know what, we're going to leave that alone. That conversation is for another day. So there's something here about subduing the bitch in the basement, getting her under your control, okay? Finally bringing balance into your situation with justice, because whatever this was that used to, maybe it's an emotion, right? That used to just run away with you. This emotion would come over you and you would flash and you would lose your shit and you had no control over yourself. You found enough balance now that just ain't happening no more. And there's this sense of pride about it. There's this sense of pride about it for you. To get here along the way, there's a lot of different experiences that you have to let go of. Different people have come and gone out of your life, honey. They come and gone. Some of them just as fast as they came in, they went out. They just aren't there no more. And there's been a lot of, I'm hearing long-held beliefs and ideas that you let go of. Like thinking you have to win every argument, thinking you have to stand there and argue with folks. I hear thinking you have to stand there and argue with folks. You don't even have to stand there and argue with folks. So let's see what's the next card. They said just go off the top of the deck. The 8 of Wands. Interesting. Because as I'm laying these cards, I'm going to show you the screen for those of you here on YouTube. The 8 of Wands is lining up directly with the Strength card. Okay. So it's 8 over 8. And we have the 8 of Wands. They said go ahead and pull the rest of this row while you're looking. Then we have the Star card aligning over the Death and Rebirth. Then over the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant. Okay. And over the Knight of Cups, we have the Page of Wands. And over the 10 of Wands, we have the Sun. Okay. So. putting this energy under control here, getting this energy of getting that shadow aspect, that shadow trait under a certain level of mastery. What that does for you next is open up all this possibility here with this Eight of Wands. It moves things forward for you. You know, when you're more controlled, there's less chaos in your life. When there's less chaos in your life, there's more orderliness, more flow. The energy is, in other words, with what I'm seeing is with chaos, the energy, if you imagine a 3D maze, they're saying a 3D maze, but it's like a box, right? And the water, it has all these things to flow around, all these obstacles to flow around, right? Versus a direct path. So before you had all this energy, scattered energy, thank you, flowing around all these obstacles and challenges. Now you have a direct path. And that's what this Eight of Wands is showing me. A direct path of access comes in with your energy of peace. A direct path comes in with the energy of peace. Your energy is more aligned. Okay. And what that's doing for you, it seems to be, is you're having this starburst going on inside. This is going on inside of you, tapping into the creative consciousness of the universe. Yes. Okay. Tapping into the creative energy of the universe. Okay. And the Star card is here, and it's like that transmission. We talked about this light line that was coming out, and look at the light line here connecting you to all that is. And it's like the energy is growing. The energy is growing. It's gaining more light. It's gaining more momentum. Okay. Because now that creative energy of the universe is not flowing with all these obstacles in the way. There's a direct flow. We've removed all those unnecessary barriers, unnecessary walls, unnecessary restrictions. Okay. And some of those barriers, walls, and restrictions had names and faces like Harry, Susie, Tom, or, Bill or Bob or whoever these people are, right? And in that, it's like what you're seeing here is the universe here is definitely co-conspiring in your favor, but it's like you have a certain amount of evidence in the physical already, but there's more coming in. There's more coming in. And you know it and you feel it. And you know it and you feel it. I heard, and you're still protecting this energy. Okay. This lady is wearing a sweater and a long skirt. And what they're showing me, it's still a little chilly out there. It's still a little chilly out there. So they're talking about emotional temperature, right? It's still a little chilly out there. In other words, there's a huge change coming into your life. You've been drawing the energy for it. You had to get a lot of obstacles and challenges out of the experience. This put you on a more of a direct path so that your energy flows through the state of being peaceful and calm. I am calm. I see somebody sitting, a crisscross applesauce, hands with the mudras, and saying, I am calm. And this is their affirmation. Okay. That calm energy, tapping you into the infinite creative potential of the universe and creating change. And it's like with this Hierophant there, I'm hearing the decision is yes. The decision is yes. Okay. Now, there's something here. Let's see if we can get it. There's something here about these two circular shape, the one that we're calling a canteen and the other we're calling the sun, right, is the same as these two crystalline shapes behind this woman here who's sitting completely, plainly, transparently naked. In other words, honest and real with herself in her true essence, in her true being, right? And then also this one here, where she's walking much smaller in scale. Maybe she's further walking this path. Okay, so it's like the largest part of you holds that energy in purity, while the physical part of you, which is the smallest part of you, because this physical vessel, you're so much larger than this, right? And is being drawn to the largest part of you. Now, it's interesting because what I'm getting is the largest part of you, contained within the largest part of you are all your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your all of these different things that you have decided you are going to create here. It's like that largest part of you will plainly sit in that position and beckon you forward and beckon the physical you forward. So in this image of the Hierophant, this is like your spiritual self. The larger body is like your physical self. The little one that's walking, being called forward, right? And it's like the find my iPhone, or if you have the thing where you can ping your phone from your watch, right? And it's like the signal's going off over there, the signal's going off over here. As you get closer, right, it gets stronger. There's something like that. Okay, and that's what these crystalline forms behind are looking like to me. And for whatever reason, I just heard a kaleidoscope of color. So there's a kaleidoscope of color somehow come to play for you. If you were just looking through a kaleidoscope today, like, whoa, big message here for you. What does this message have to do with? Well, look. The Knight of Cups. And the Page of Wands is above the Knight of Cups. What I see here is you're putting on a show. You got some good news. You're really excited. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching while you're really excited. There are observers to this. You're truly excited. I even see like there's certain things that you are preparing for with this placement, this romantic picnic placement there, that you are preparing for. But what's coming in for you as you attain as you attain what you've been working for here, you let go of something else. But there's this intense joy and power in letting go of something else. Okay. Why? Because once that Page of Wands hits, the sun comes in. The sun comes in and you're over the obstacles, and there's a recognition of that. Okay. So in the physical experience, for someone here, listen, you ain't had no problem with cutting off lackluster lovers. I heard you have had no problem cutting off lackluster lovers, friends, or family. Okay, if they were lacking their luster, if they were lacking the sun in it, if they were lacking the shine in it, you have had no problem with cutting them off. With letting them know what you think, telling them why you cutting them off, and then pulling back all your energy. And it's like snap back. It's like so fast. It's like snap back. I see like a drag queen on stage with the whole attitude, talking about snap back that attitude real quick. Okay, so there's something about not only are you doing that, have you done this, but you can do it with panache and pizzazz. I heard with panache and pizzazz. Okay, and then it's like at the same time, moving forward, you keep holding on to the hope that one day it will be. Okay, one day it will be, and you keep creating changes, moving forward. Switching one external, another one suitor. It's like different ones come into your experience, and I see you just filtering through them. You know, I even get it like filing in a card catalog. I'm seeing a library card catalog where it's like, okay, we got to put all these cards back into the card catalog as these books are returned. We put the cards back into the card catalog. It's like one at a time. And it's like everybody is going to, who doubted you, because all these ones that you walked away from, they were ones that brought some sort of negativity, some sort of shade. They threw some shade, and not the kind that you laugh off, ha ha ha, like you get with these drag queens. No, 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 honey. They were hating, hard hating. They were some sort of blockage. They were part of the blockages and the obstacles that was the maze that was scattering your energy, that was scattering the flow of the energy that you had to remove so the energy would flow more directly for you. And they're observing and they're watching, right? Well, you're just like throwing off all these cares, throwing off all these words. You're inspired and you're going for a fresh, vibrant energy every day in some type of way. And they're just observing while you are, okay, interesting. While you have overcome these challenges, you're free. You're in the sun energy here. You're free. You've overcome challenges. And it's like, well, I guess I don't have no choice left but to leave. Okay, so there's something here about people who had been part of the obstacles and challenges in your past, being observant of, you're over the obstacles and the challenges now. You're going forward. You're moving full steam ahead. You're free. You're connected to the universe. Your dreams are coming to fruition. Things are working out beautifully for you. They're being observant. Okay. So it's almost like they were still hoping, holding on to a hope. Maybe they saved some flowers you gave them, right? Literal flowers you gave them. And it's like they're forced to give up. Okay. And somebody here kept holding on to the idea that they'd get their chance to apologize, to come to you, to reunite with you, to be in your space again, to reconnect to that powerful energy that you have available. And because you are secure, you're safe, you're connected, all your chakras are flowing in a productive way, right? And you're tapped into the infinite potential of the universe and you're being drawn constantly. And it's like they wanted to be back in with you doing that. I hear like disciples. They wanted to be back in with you. But it's like they're giving up. So there's some energy here that is giving up because whatever it was that they had in mind, it's like it wasn't in harmony with the divine plan, and they don't. I'm here. The competition giving up. Is it that the competition is giving up? They're tired of trying to. They finally give up the hope that they're going to be able to overcome your decision in some type of way. That they're going to be able to influence what you're going to do and draw from the energy too in some type of way. One moment, please. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry about that. Excuse me. So, yeah, they're finally giving up, you know. So what I feel like is this is somebody who you had pulled off from. You broke up with somebody. You're not friends with them. You don't hang out with them no more. But they still like trying to draw on your energy some type of way. They're giving up. You're gone. I heard you and your energy done packed up and moved on. Like they can't access your energy anymore. And as a result, I told you this thing was growing, right? This light was growing, and it all started with this starburst in your pineal gland, right? It started with this starburst in your pineal gland. It connected to the universe and it grew, right? And then as a result of all of this, you end up with boom, full exposure. Somebody is about to blow up overnight. Somebody's going to get overnight fame. Somebody's finances are about to boom overnight. There's just this, let me just say, I'm the lowest possible outcome here. The lowest potential outcome that I can see would be, honey, you feeling footloose and fancy and free, and you just have this powerful, explosive, attractive energy that just draws everybody in. On the highest scale of possibility, what I see is, like I say, overnight phenomena of celebrity, of fame, of fortune. This is like overnight, you wake up the next morning and you're video has gone viral. You've got messages on your phone because they want to interview you, whatever that is, right? It's something like that. Boom energy. It's a big boom energy, but it's awesome because what that big boom energy then allows you to do is, oh, well, I was working on this, I was working on that. Guess I don't got to do that no more. I guess I don't got to do that no more. I've been watching this show on Hulu called The Real O'Neills. And there's this part where the teacher, she comes into her class and she's like, do your assignment and give yourself a grade, okay? And then she's like, and don't interrupt me while I'm scratching off my scratch ticket, right? So she's scratching off her scratch ticket. And she's like, oh my God, I want $1 million. And she's so out of there so fast. It's like that. Well, I was going to sit up here and do this, but guess what? I ain't got to do that no more. Okay. I was going to sit up here and do this, but I ain't got to do that no more. So there was something that you were going to do, right? But you're not going to have to do that no more. You're not going to want to do that no more because this new luck, this new expansion, this new growth, this new blessed, this new whatever word you want to put on it, whatever you choose, that's fine. But it's a very phenomenal expansion. Okay, spiritual wise, this is totally like the changes you've made in your life are aligning you with even greater consciousness. Like your consciousness expanding, exploding in so many ways. You learned a lot of life lessons that caused you to make specific changes to your physical world, specific changes to the energies that you entertain. And you're very much about the journey right now. You're very much like about your journey. You understand that everybody's journey is not the same. And so everybody ain't going to walk in tandem with you all the time. That's okay. You still gonna keep moving forward anyway. You have this strong pull on you, and the universe has been pulling you for this. This is very life purpose, soul mission type of stuff. It's pulling you forward, and you can't deny this. There's something here about this beast of burden. Let me, hold on. They said pull the book. Hold on a second about that card in particular. So let's see the 10 of Wands from the Light Seers Tarot. One moment. Interesting. I ain't being guided to pull a book in a minute here. There was one point where we were pulling books every day. But they're telling me to read this card for you, so I listen. All right. Light Seer, taking on too much, an opportunity to free yourself from heavy burdens, obligations, finding yourself close to a successful outcome, the need to prioritize a message to keep going. Shadow Seer, divided attentions, clinging to responsibilities, difficulty asking for help, the oppression of martyrdom, letting go of someone else's expectations of you, a need to stand up for yourself. All those responsibilities. Do you really need to carry all those wands all by yourself, all at the same time? Couldn't you drop a few of them by prioritizing? Or maybe, just maybe, things would go a whole lot faster if you enlisted some help. All you have to do is ask. Drop the non-essentials and any heaviness that is weighing you down because you are so close, so burdened. Think. Levity and ease. Streamlining will expedite your goals and bring relief to any overwhelm or molasses energy that you are feeling. Sometimes this means letting go of a learned behavior or a limiting belief. And sometimes it means deleting a task on your calendar. Whether your burdens are material, spiritual, literal, or energetic, it's clear that you've got some extra baggage right now. Release that ish and enjoy your last steps to the finish line. I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me tend to the essentials. And with the star card or the sun card above it, and this page of wands staring at the sun, I feel like that's what you've done. Like you're like, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. Throwing it up, giving it away from a care. For some of you, what you're giving up is All these people trying to come in your face and smiling in your face, talking about I love you, I want you, I want to be. You're done. You're like, I don't even want to hear it no more. Somebody here is choosing a path of celibacy, of abstinence. Okay, interesting. Let me pull on the next level. I'm hearing to pull a next level. We have the Queen of Materials. I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all peek while I do this. The Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles energy. Then we have the High Priestess, the Priestess. Okay. Interesting. Something is strong about the way the moon touches the center of the palm of her hand, okay, which is raised. Then we have the Fool. And we have the Seven of Wands and the World and the Tower. I heard this is making you a powerhouse. It's making you, it's electric. It's making you purely electric. Yeah, some of you, if you're choosing abstinence or celibacy, you could completely be going electric lover. Okay. Instead of Egyptian lover, it's electric lover for somebody. Okay. Look at, we got jokes today. I see. Okay. So we have a leveling up. And your choice to move on from different experiences to bring justice to them, you go from the Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles energy. That's a complete leveling up. Where you were, so there's something here. This 10 of Wands energy talked about asking for help. I'm hearing you asked for the help and you got it. You did. You asked for the help and you got it. By the way, did you know that the song Electric Slide was actually a song that was created about a vibrator? So I don't know why, but it won't stay off of my mind. I got to say it. Okay. Now, aligning this energy to move forward, the High Priestess comes out over the 8 of Wands and the Strength card, which is where that power was coming through. So, intuition's telling you, like, it's, I'm putting this back, very much on point, right? Your intuition is showing you, I need to control from getting engaged with this specific, it's like controlling the flow of the energy, having removed all those obstacles and challenges creates a more direct flow path, to your, for your intuition in which it flows, okay, for your vision, for the etheric energy it creates, okay, this is, she's holding the moon in her right hand and putting it to the center of her left hand. So, High Priestess, she knows things, right? And even here, you don't see the right eye, you only see the left eye. So, highly intuitive, highly spiritual. She's surrounded by runes. So there's something here about surrounded by the signs and understanding the interpretation of those signs, getting them on point. Big, strong energy right here of on point energy, right? Trusting in the journey, trusting that you're being guided, being willing to take the risk and follow where spirit is calling you towards. Like you've got this string to this hope that's protected, right? And following it towards, again, being reiterated in this image here where the smaller version of you, which is your physical self, is walking over to this larger version of you, which is your spiritual self, naked and vulnerable in its truth, right? And it's like in the song Vivir mi vida, voy a escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. I'm going to listen to the silence to find the path, okay? So that's what it is. There's this, I'm going to listen to the silence to find a path. And as different ones approach you with this Knight of Cups energy down here, with their little romantic ideas, right? They approach you with their romantic ideas. I heard to entice you. When, hold on, they won't even get down on the blanket with you. You done prepared a whole picnic here, but they won't even get down on the blanket with you. They got to sit up in this chair. Why are you sitting in a chair in a in a park picnic and a picnic on the beach? Hello, you're supposed to get down in this dirt with me. Hold on. Okay, you don't want to get down in the dirt with me? Cool. Bye. This person, this Page of Wands, she looks like bye. Throwing off those concerns and cares. Again, why? Because I don't need somebody else to make me whole. I am a whole being. I am I am the world. I am the divine. I am that. I am. Okay. Don't need these cares and concerns in my face. Don't need your romantic attentions. Don't need your distractions. Okay. And here you are. You're a powerhouse. What I see in this outcome energy here with this Tower card is, oh, honey, you're crumbling. You are crumbling people's whole ideas about you. And the way you're moving is shaking up the reality. We started this off talking about all the stuff that you carry with your ancestors, right? It's so, all the family karma, BS, generational karma. Well, honey, you crashing all that mess down is what I'm getting with this Tower. You're bringing it all down, bringing down the house, bringing it all down through this explosive energy of awareness, of consciousness, of pure positive energy, of faith and trust in your journey, in yourself. Your willingness to let go of these attachments, your willingness to consult the silence to get your path, to get into your spirit. I love this. Okay. They said, what's at the bottom of the deck? The bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. I heard you knew this day would come some way. You didn't know what the date would be when the day comes, but you knew this day would come. There is definitely something tangible in your 3D experience attached with this Sun card, because like I said, it looked like fame. It looked like a boom to your finances, to your spirit, to your recognition for you in some type of way. There is something big coming in the physical. Let me see if we can tap in a little bit more. We're going to focus on that Sun card energy. What is the Sun card energy here for today's download from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards? What is the Sun card energy here? We have the Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So that Sun is your increase in efforts. Okay, it's the boom. It's going to be time. And I'm getting with the Boot, you're going to have to put your foot into it. You're going to have to put your foot into it. So there's this opportunity coming your way. It's a big, explosive, expansive opportunity. It's very delightful for you, but you're really going to have to really bring your best game to the table. I heard you're going to have to bring your best game to the table. The bottom of the deck, and I'm glad it's upside down, is the Axe. It says forces working against you. Like I said, all those obstacles, all those things that would have gotten in the way of you in your journey, as soon as you determined that they were distractions, that they were obstacles in your path, boom, gone. Out of here. You're out of here, dude. You can't. I heard 3 strikes and you're out. Some of you is like, I only give 3 strikes because I want to make sure that they understand that I saw what it was, that I wasn't being biased, that I wasn't jumping ahead. So you give 3 strikes. I heard you give chances. Interesting. And all those obstacles, you're removing them from your experience, not allowing them to have no fun. I heard no gameplay, no fun time, no nothing. They don't get none of your time. You get them all up out of the way. You've already done that because you realize at the end of the day, they were distractions. They were obstacles. They were the different walls of the maze that was diverting the flow of your energy, So there's streamlining your energy is what I heard. This is talking about a process of streamlining your energy. Okay, where is my pen? Good thing I got another one right here. They said, write it down. So streamlining your energy is what's happening here for better outcome. Removing the walls and the obstacles that were diverting your energy, centering it scattered in this direction, in that direction. You got too much shit going on. Streamlining that energy. Some of you still got too much shit going on. If that's the case, this is here telling you, you need to prioritize, reprioritize, cut some of this stuff out. Because what I'm hearing is there's a lot of unnecessary challenges that you've been taking on. Okay, let's get something for this download message today from the download oracle. What is the message? Okay, this one flipped over. Life on planet Earth as a human. Okay, living on planet Earth, life is composed of self-fulfilled prophecies. What do you prophesy for yourself? All you think, feel, say, and do are self-fulfilling prophecies, the energy of what you call to you. Again, the streamlining of energy. Look at the image. The streamlining of energy. So the source is reaching out. this ball of energy up there that you're connecting to, it's like reaching out for different ones, right? So God is reaching out for everyone, right? But you're the only one that has this explosive energy connected to this right here. You're the only one that's tapped in like you are. Notice none of these other streams of light are tapped into like you are. It's like you're the only one making use of this energy this way. And it looks like, bam, here I am. See me now. So even in your career, you could be doing the same thing that a million other people are doing. But the way you do it, the way you tap in with source here brings a greater level of expansion to you. It brings recognition. It brings, I'm hearing the word notoriety, okay, and phenomenon, expansive, explosive growth to you. So if you've been trying to figure out how to get something to kick off, is it some time in meditation? Voy a escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. So are you doing meditation to channel in the next step of your journey? Okay. The next step of your journey. Interesting. There is this, it's like you've been speaking it out for so long. You knew that this was going to happen for you. You just didn't know how it was going to come about because they spoke of self-fulfilling prophecies from the download oracle. You've been speaking it out for yourself for a very long time. And in doing so, you're seeing all of it come together. You're seeing it come together right before your eyes. It has required you to walk a solitary walk in many ways. You couldn't carry everybody in their burdens. You couldn't get distracted by what everybody had to say, what they had going on. In your world, when things are going right, it's still a little cold out there for, you know what I'm saying? It's still a little chilly out there for some of these folks. They still ain't basking in the warmth of the sunlight. They're looking to draw from your sunlight, but you're protecting that energy and putting all that force into something that's creating a huge breakthrough for you. I'm hearing shattering the glass ceiling. What is the glass ceiling? The glass ceiling is supposedly how high you could go, how far you could go. And then what's coming to my mind is Brackets, the song Brackets from J. Cole. In the beginning, there's this Richard Pryor skit, and I love it. And he's talking about, if I would tell my daddy how much money I get for challenging him, my daddy said, you a lying motherfucker. Get the fuck up out of my house. You know, and something like that. And it's funny because I was listening to this song the other day and I was thinking to myself, if my mother and my father knew how much money I'd have made from doing nails in one sitting, it would blow their damn minds. How much money these people is willing to pay for what I do, right? And the thing of it is, you're blowing apart glass ceilings. Okay, so there's something here about making, as it pertains to your career, making more money than you ever have for what you do. Like, people is going to be like, damn, you got paid how much to do what? Yeah. I heard you ain't going to have to wash them dishes no more. Hey, you're going to have somebody come in, a caretaker for the home. They're going to take care of the floors and the dishes and some more because you're going to get paid enough to be able to handle all that. Okay. Now, in regards to spirit, what I'm seeing is the limitations that you thought were there. You're about to get another level of awareness of how those are fake and they don't exist. And your energy is able to blast through this is what I get. Your energy is able to blast through this. There is no limitation. There is no stopping you. Can't nobody slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep it moving. Let's get a card of guidance for you. I heard get a card of guidance from my handmade oracles. What is the guidance here for the tribe today? Give them some guidance moving forward. Seem like y'all been doing what you need to do. Removing obstacles and challenges. Focusing your energy. Focusing your energy, meaning being more decisive and deliberate on where you're focusing your energy, because where your energy goes, where your focus goes, energy flows, and that's what grows. And you're in an expansive phase. These cards want to be talked about from the truest True AFOATSD. The truest fuck as on all time, space, and dimension. That's what the definition stands for. I am at the perfect place. I am at the perfect time. I am at the perfect frequency to be appreciative of where I am and where I will be. I am quantum leaping. Yes, I heard, and this is my destiny. Okay, so you're doing some quantum leaping at this time. Is it simply by recognizing that you're in the perfect place at the perfect time, all the time, even when it didn't appear to be? Okay, what else? I am influential. The potency of my deliberately and intentionally guided energy always evokes a reaction of some sort in order to climb the vibrational ladder to alignment one rung at a time. So yeah, you're raising your vibration. Your influence is strong. You are the dominant energy, and you're utilizing your influence and the guidance you're getting from the reactions to it as an opportunity to continue to elevate, to continue to raise, to continue to go more. So some of you, as it applies to your tangible physical experience in your career, you're seeing the feedback. You're seeing the feedback. You're seeing how the clients, the customers, the market is responding to what you're doing, and you're doing more of what's working, okay? And it's interesting because all that came out today were the True AF deck, okay? I am the magic. You knowing that you are the magic in this experience, you're honoring that. That's why you're influential. You know that you are the magic. As you see it and you focus upon it, the energy grows, and before you know it, it's full-fledged, expansive, right in your face where you can feel it, you can touch it. It's right there, okay? What else? I am now loved, liked, seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. Yeah, I'm telling you, the recognition is coming in here. People are going to be recognizing. The world is going to be recognizing you in some type of way. All right, your energy is being recognized. I heard on the spiritual plane. And how can you be free without first allowing freedom to flow? I am free. I am honoring the freedom in you just as I do in me. Again, guidance. Don't try to restrict other people's energy. Let it flow, let it go, let them be. I heard let it flow, let it go, let them be. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and close you out with something from the postcard from Spirit. So your intuition was talking to you about some sort of project, some sort of goal you have in this. You will achieve your goals. There's a need to continue to increase your efforts, connecting with that sun energy, connecting with the inner guidance system, doing the meditation, going into the silent spaces. You've been in this self-development for a long time. You've overcome a lot of family karmic cycles and energies here. You created a lot of change in your 3D experience in order to get here. This is our final message today from the postcard from Spirit. Dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go. Feel the way you want to feel and find peace and security. But you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It's easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender to the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better awaits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you're really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. Man, it's like if I was channeling this card, the whole message, because we talked about your power. We talked about your purpose. Yeah. We talked about your peace as well. We talked about the destination. We talked about where you're going with this. We talked about releasing attachments to these things because they were just distractions. They were ways to scatter your energy, right? So, and then trust. Yeah, you're trusting in the fact that something better is awaiting for you. Yeah. And getting into that loop through the power of meditation. And here we go, getting into that loop with the world card here, getting into the loop, right, with your spirit. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this message. It looks like you're streamlining your energy in a beautiful way. You are the magic. I love it. If you're in alignment with this, you should feel really awesome about who you are and where you've come from and where you're at, because no matter what you went through, it all brought you to where you are today. And now you know what to do with that and anything else that comes your way. So with all that being said and done, today's a great day to go get a reading. Go to my website, make it happen. We can get you in right away. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. I love what I do.